Okay, welcome back to the LFX online tutorial. My name remains Master Japhet. Today we're dealing on ratio, proportion and rate. Let's start with ratio. Some examples on ratio. Let's solve this solution. So remember I said ratio is a representation of division. So let's simplify this ratio, that is A ratio B, to single ratio quantities. And how do we do that? Since ratio here is expressed as division, we put that 3 over 8 and we operate it. In one of our videos, we explain how to carry out division of fraction. And simply division of fraction or division is simply the inverse of multiplication. So we're having A ratio B to give us 1 over 4 times 8 over 3. By inverting this, we change division to multiplication. We go through same factor. 4 is a factor here and 4 is also a factor here, 2. And we multiply it here. We're having 2 times 1 to give us 2 over 1 times 3, 3. So A ratio B will be giving us 2 over 3 or 2 ratio 3. Now for B ratio C, which is also this term here, we have 1 over 3 divided by 3, 4 over 9. So we are having B ratio C to give us 1 over 3 times 9 over 4. 3 here, 1, 3 here, 3, because 3 is a factor. So multiply through 1 times 3 to give us 3, and 1 times 4 to give us 4. That's B ratio C. Note, if you observe A ratio B, that is A over B, times B over C, we give us, if B is a common factor here, to give us A over C, which is the same as A ratio C. And we are asked to find A ratio C. So simply to find A ratio C, we will multiply 2 over 3 times 3 over 4, which will give us 2 here, 1, 2 here, 2, which will give us 1, 1, 1 times 1, 1, 1 times 2, 2. So A ratio C, 1 ratio 2. A ratio C is equals to what? 1 ratio 2. Welcome back. The question says, a sum of 50,000 was invested by 2 partners in a project which yielded 90,000. If the profit was shared in the ratio 3 ratio 5, the difference between the amount received by the partner is. Now, to solve this question, we'll write out the parameters carefully. A sum of 50,000 was invested. So the partners invested 50,000 naira. 2 partners, let's say partner A and partner B. Now, in a project which yielded 90,000, so yield was 90,000. If the profit was shared in the ratio 3 ratio 5, so profit share was 3 ratio 5, let's say partner 3 ratio 5, that is partner A had 3 and partner B had what? 5. The difference between the amount received by the partner. Now what was shared is the profit. This is the capital, this is the yield. We need to know the profit because it was stated that if the profit, so to get the profit we need to subtract the yield, the capital from the yield, and that will give us 40,000. So to share 40,000 among 3 investors A and B, we use this procedure. Firstly, we need to know the total number of share. If A had 3 and B had 5, the total number of share is what? 8. So for A, allocation given to A, we say for A, investor A, what was the share? He had 3 over the total of 8 equals to times. Want to know his allocation, we could call his allocation total of 40,000. Now there are other ways to approach this in case you find it a little challenging to understand this same procedure. Let's compare equality. Now check something. If investor A had share of 3 out of 8, how much will he collect? That is, let's call it S, out of 40,000 total profit. This is another simple way to express it, and you also get the same answer like the first procedure I wanted to follow. This one is better. So let's cross multiply. We could have 8 here firstly, 8 here 1, 8 here will give us 5, that is 5,000. So then when we cross multiply, we'll be having 5,000 times 3 to give us 15,000 equals 1 times x is x. So investor A had 15,000 out of the profits. So let's know what investor B had. So if investor B had 5 shares out of 8, how much will he collect? The how much is called S, out of 40,000 naira profits. So we follow the same procedure, but before we carry on, cut the possible terms. 8 here 1, 8 here 5, so making this 5,000. So 5,000 times 5, 1 times x. 5,000 times 5 will give us 25,000, and 1 times s will give us x. So investor B had 25,000. Now the question doesn't end here, because in most exam questions they will set answers. I can see the option of that question. I can see 25 there, I can see 15 there, I can see 40 there. Most students would have chosen among this question because they don't understand the question. The question says the difference. The difference is subtracting 25,000 from 15,000. That is difference between the amount received. This is the amount they received. So we subtract 25,000, which is the biggest, B, minus A. Is doesn't really matter depending on which is the biggest, so we don't have negative answer. 25,000 minus 15,000, so the answer is what? 10,000. Welcome back. Now we are asked to find rates. We are solving rates. They asked us to find the speed of 144 kilometers per hour expressed in meter per second. I'm going to solve this as simple as possible for you to understand, so that it will be fast for you. Now this one has no challenge in it. We are given 144 kilometer per hour, kilometer over hour. So expressing this mathematically, this is 144. To simplify this is 144 kilo m over hour, because this is kilometer over hour. So this kilometer multiply 144, so we have 144 kilometer per hour. So we are asked to change it to meter per seconds. So we know kilo, anytime you see kilo anywhere, kilo means 1,000. It's an abbreviated form for 1,000. So easily we can eliminate this kilo and put what? 1,000. So we have 144 times 1,000 m over. So here we are having 60 times 60 seconds. Okay, seconds. To remove hour. So here we are now having meter per seconds, meter over seconds. That's what it means. So let's cut and simplify 0. So here we are having 40 meter per seconds. So let me quickly give you an IQ test A rectangle is formed from a square by increasing the latter's length by 50% while reducing its width by 50%. The ratio of the area of the rectangle to that of the square is, solve it and drop your answer on the comment section.